which is totally unacceptable to one of the key stakeholders. And you make us more difficult to talk about the abolition of functional constituency that they would like to have.
But the democracy, what you've done is split the democracy movement.
Well, democracy movement, by its very nature, is diverse. That is part of democracy. I think the democracy movement is united in the sense that our mission to arrive at universal suffrage as quickly as possible is always there. I mean, we may be a bit different from tactics.
How does that help? What we've talked about earlier, where we've talked about here, there is deep discontent in Hong Kong society. The younger generation, people from the younger generation, they're very discontented. They're very unhappy. They're getting angry. They've used the railway as an outlet for them to release their anger and frustration. You've got Donald Tsang now admitting that there are deep-rooted social and political problems, which Wen Jiabao, the Premier of China, has said there is in Hong Kong. These are problems. How does your party's support of 5 legislators resigning help that?
We can enable all the public to go to the ballot box and express their view on how soon they want genuine universal suffrage,
and to demolish
functional constituencies. Now, by expressing that view, that will give a very clear signal to the government on how to move forward. At the moment, the government is basically playing a stalling game, and that is not acceptable by the public, and which and we have clear evidence in this saga of the discontent of the youth.
Yeah, at first I have more expectation from your party. If political parties in Hong Kong get more mature in the balance of interests.
I think you still have.
Yeah, but once you start the referendum, I have to warn you, it just makes our negotiation work even more difficult. The functional constituency can be abolished when our political party really play a game that can balance different interests. You have pointed out your criticism. Yeah, let me say, you have just expressed your discontent about the elitist rule and the business domination. That is exactly the elitists. That means the professionals. The business sector are the big force that is against abolition of functional constituency.
Well, how do you resolve that?
Opposed to it. Yeah.
How do you resolve that?
So that means
with your inaction, how are you going to do that?
You know how to make people adjust to the idea gradually. So my suggestion, I already said, we broaden the functional constituency. At the end, ask candidates from functional constituency to run direct election.
So you are encouraging the special privilege to stay?
No, I am not encouraging. You don't put words into my mouth.
Okay, you know what?
I have to give me chance. I said I invite all the candidates from functional constituency to go out to run direct election.
I'm going to have to. I've got 1 minute, 30 seconds, Albert Lai. What next?
Okay.
Where do we go from here? We're a very discontented society. Where do we go?
With the 5 Western nations, we are launching a new democracy movement. Okay, and this new democracy movement will be able to harmonize the society better by engaging more people and to adopt some new values as espoused by the youth over the past few months.
Do you have hope for the future?
Sure, we have hope for the people, and that's why we are allowing the people to come back to us with their ballot box.
Priscilla, you have the last word. Where do we go from here? Are we heading down a wrong road? Has Hong Kong lost its way? Or what do we need to do to find our way back?
I really find that the government need to review their ordinary thinking of decision makings and the whole way, the manner, even they take for granted.
So the government has been wrong.
And also the party's oppositions.
Do you blame the government for our problems?
Oh yes, but also political parties. Now they also, as you said, they tackle the anger. The anger actually, yes, we have such anger, but every generation remember 1970s. The youth go out to burn the cars. Remember? I remember. After watching a football game, they burned the newspaper.
Okay.
So every generation we have such problem. But now they are selling some impossible concept like referendum, making them have illusion for impossibility.
So you prefer inaction and you prefer old-style consultation.
Okay, that's the last word. Thanks for watching Newsline. See you next week. Good evening.